Welcome all to the second part of the animation tutorial for Battlefield 2. Now we have a basic setup for animating. Now we will import a weapon from Battlefield 2. Clear your scene, and in Battlefield 2, under the POE tools for Battlefield 2. There should be a little program here with all these various tools. Import mesh and import in whichever you want. Let's have a look here. I'm going to try to do. Oh yes, the Einsight G3. Here we go. You can see here. This would differ significantly from the export from an export file, in that everything has been simplified, as in like the names, but the hierarchy remains the same. What you want to do for animating first person is to remove every single object in there except for those under LD1. Select them, delete. You will now get the main meshes for the weapon that you are going to animate. So here you have to rename all these meshes to mesh 1, mesh 2, mesh 3. The rule here is that it is this number plus 1. So 0 becomes mesh 1, 1 becomes mesh 2, 2 becomes mesh 3, 3 becomes mesh 4, and so forth. If I recall correctly, you can have a maximum of 16 meshes in one export, but yeah, usually that's a problem that the exporter will come into rather than the animator. Anyway, now from here, make sure you set your units to metric. Is it for meters? Yep. And rescale this to 10% of what it was. Now smaller. Save that. I shall save it under. I normally call mine G3. No, I call it by whatever weapon and ready.
Yo.
Now, what you do now is that you would go into your animation setup that you have prepared. Oh, bugger! I forgot to put the icon on again. I forgot to save the old ones. No problem. Okay. Now what you do is that you would merge your meshes. Merge that mesh that you just imported into the scene. Under G3, are you ready? There's meshes, merge them. It should be somewhere there. Now from here, you need to add these to the animated selection list. Control A, select everything. Under edit name selection sets, add a new selection set, and under big and with full caps, type animated and save that. Okay. Now you want to also parent your weapon meshes to your root animation, so which is this one. So it should be there, and from there you want to parent your other meshes to your mesh 1. Now this will not necessarily affect the export. The export of your animation, because all movement is actually baked into the bone animation files that Battlefield 2 uses. The reason why I do this is that it makes animating a lot easier, because you don't need to constantly reposition all your meshes whenever you move a single whenever you move your main mesh, which is your rifle. Anyway, now this is in the scene. Position it in whichever way you want. I like to keep my top left, my camera, all these three views, my cameras, and the bottom right is my normal perspective shot. Grab your mesh and just find a good position for it. Yeah. This is just very quick. Okay. And I'm just gonna make a very simple stand animation with it going up and down. Oh, don't forget, if you want to animate and have Battlefield 2 record your movements, you need to press this button here, which is very important, called auto key. This will cause you to this will make the program record your actions, and as you can see, it goes back to that. Also, you should always have keyframes at the start and at the end of your animation. So to do that, just select everything and press a big key here, and at the end, big key. This will mean that the start and the end will be the same, should you so wish, and it will keep all your frames and keyframes locked within your timeline, rather than like Max is susceptible to having extra frames, and the animation will keep on following these frames even though the timeline is chopped to 51 seconds or whatever. Anyway, we'll now export that. On the BF2 exporter, you have your export menu. From here, you want to have, as in the first dialog box, select. Let's see, where is it?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Save the old one. Just copy the other one. Now select everything from objects onwards. Paste that in. Now select the name of whichever animation you want to change. In this case, the stand animation. Do not include the file extension. Like that, and export. Voila. Now let's see whether it works. In the editor. Now with the editor, any custom weapons that are outside Battlefield 2, the animation will load immediately, which is nice. Except if you were to work on animations for vanilla Battlefield 2 assets, then it will not work. You need to close and restart. You need to restart the editor in order for the editor to load those new files. Now where is it? There we go. And you see, there we go. That wasn't too hard, was it? That was not too hard, now was it? This concludes part 2.